Hello everyone. My name is Sarah Ritt. I'm an artist and a tarot reader. And this video is a little bit different from my other videos because it's 2021 now. We are at least fully in or committed to experiencing this year, as we're almost mid-January. And what I've been noticing is that a lot of us have dreams and aspirations that we are starting to think about and talk about and share with those around us in new ways. It's been such a heavy year last year, and I know that collectively we hold so much hope for this coming year and what we can achieve in it and how we can connect in it and how we can lift ourselves up and possibly even those around us as well. I know that for myself, something that I'm coming to realize and own differently or more fully is my value as a creator. There's a teacher that I really love called Lee Harris. He has a whole workshop called Own Your Value, and it's something that has really been on the table since last year in a new way for me, and I know not just for me, but very much for me, and just thinking in terms of those of us with creative content that we bring into the world, those of us who call ourselves artists or YouTube creators, or those of us who just share little pieces of our lives on social media in ways that are innovative or whimsical or just special to the people around us. We add value to this world, and one of my biggest dreams and aspirations going forward is to find a new structure or way of presenting my work that is more harmonious and more, possibly more unified, because I'm a very multifaceted creator. I have my tarot here. I love reading for all of you. That's a wonderful pleasure for me. I love reading individually. I love painting. I love drawing. I love sewing. I love adorning my body with clothing that I make just for myself. I love beading. I love writing. I love poetry. I love all sorts of things that I would like to bring a little bit more into the forefront and complement my unique way of seeing the tarot and seeing my experience as a creator. And so I would like to shift some things just within this channel to start. I would like to start talking a little bit more about my artwork, and I'd also really like to keep reading for you. I would like those to complement one another. I'd like that perspective to be harmonious with itself. And I would love to hear from all of you as well, in terms of your experiences and what resonates for you that I present to you here. So yeah, I really have been wanting to put this out there for days because I feel like I have a lot of things in gestation, which helped me realize, in keeping with what I'm seeing around me, we all have a lot of things in gestation. Maybe all of the time, but maybe even more so now, even more so dovetailing with the hope that we hold collectively for this year going forward. So I pulled some cards for us just collectively focusing in specifically on our dreams and aspirations, as I know mine are so much at the forefront of my experience in this new year. And what I pulled is really interesting. The top two cards are Death, which is a total Scorpio card. Death is all about powerful change, and that is what we've experienced this past year. That is what we will continue to experience going forward, but also that is what we will continue to create for ourselves. And that's a huge reminder to me, as well as to all of you, that we are more powerful in creating our reality. As Abraham Hicks would say, you create your own reality, then sometimes we even realize for ourselves. So this is a powerful message of change to start this reading off with, and it's in conjunction with Eight of Wands reversed. Now here we have fire. Eight of Wands is so often for me, it's about information in transit. I feel like there are new messages to be received going forward. And so this card is kind of pregnant with possibility for us. So there's change that we're already experiencing, there's change that we're creating for ourselves, and the future is pregnant with possibility. So this outer layer of the reading, and this time around I did my V-shape, to me this is just speaking to this collective sigh of relief that we're experiencing about it being a new year. So we have Three of Cups reversed. This is a very celebratory energy. It's across from Ten of Wands reversed. Now, what this says to me is that this energy of, thank God it's not 2020 anymore, this has been in progress. So we've been celebrating, even as there's still a lot of stuff that isn't ideal, you know, that's still in progress. A lot of it probably feels like residue from last year and what we've been through, even as there's a lot that we would still love to change and have shift and maybe move away. I feel like we've been celebrating the fact that it's no longer 2020. And so this energy has been in progress. And again, just that collective sigh of relief that the burdens that we've been carrying at very least have a chance to shift in this new year. And I believe that every new year there is a kind of optimism and hope for the year going forward, but now more than ever before, because of the intensity that we've experienced collectively in 2020. So this is about that feeling of burden lifting, or at very least shifting. And I will say, it's not that everything is hunky-dory now, that it's suddenly 2021 by any means, but I do feel like there's just that sense, and I definitely got this in the last reading, of just wanting to flip off 2020, say, thank God we're not in 2020 anymore, and move forward. And that's the message that I'm getting between these two cards in this layer of the reading. Now, more specifically, going back to dreams and aspirations, we have the Star. And I couldn't think of a more perfect energy to embody our inspiration and our ideals and everything that we want for ourselves, and everything that we know to be true about our higher selves, I feel like is embodied in the Star. So this is just a perfect card to make itself present in this particular reading about dreams and aspirations. Now, it's across from Queen of Cups reversed. This is a very interesting message that I'm getting about this reversal. So often I think of Queen of Cups as our psychic self, our intuitive knowing, our intuitive, creative knowing, our ability to really go deep with ourselves and to be sensitive to the energy around us and within us, and just speak that intuitive language as we interact with the world, or even just our inner world. It's a softer energy because it's water. It's emotional. It's got a different sensitivity to it, and it goes deep. And interesting that she's on her head here. So what I'm getting from this is that we're kind of experiencing a quietness in going within and focusing in on those dreams and aspirations. And just like I've been telling you earlier about my own dreams and aspirations, allowing them to gestate. So allowing ourselves to really listen in and take part in this energy. That's the way this feels. So not the opposite of this energy, but a listening in to this energy that's already focused in on listening within. That's a lot of ins. So I hope you followed that. So yeah, I feel like this is a really beautiful message that everything that we aspire to in our lives, that's in progress, and we're picking up on the signs and the signals and all of the little messages that that this energy is so good at attuning to. So good on us for that. Now then, right in the middle, we have Ten of Swords reversed. This is an intense card. It's intense energy. It's, I know that many of us have the instinct to look away or just kind of go like this. It's swords, so it's speaking to the dying off of old thought processes that no longer serve us. Tens also speak to endings. This is actually very similar. I feel as if it resonates as an energy with death itself, because yeah, this is a die-off of old thoughts, old painful experiences, anything that we are in the process of having to contend with and at the same time recognizing that whatever the painful situation, it also has to resolve. Because again, tens are ending, so it's the death of the old. It's a die-off, but it's also all situations that point to this kind of die-off or old pain coming to the surface in order to kind of pass through us and resolve in some way. And it's in the reverse. And yeah, that feels very fitting. Again, I feel like this reading in the new year is most certainly speaking to everything that we've been through collectively in the old year, in the past year, everything that we're wanting to move past for ourselves, everything residual that we may still be experiencing in this year. I know I personally am experiencing a lot of this myself, just in small emotional ups and downs that I might not even be able to get clarity on in the moment or understand quite so fully. That's also this energy. So yeah, this is a really interesting reading because I do feel like our dreams and aspirations they're there and they're growing, and there's something so beautiful about just that process of allowing them to grow and allowing ourselves to listen in. And they're bookended by what we've come through, and I think some of the fear about where we may be headed, because even as we say, thank God it's not 2020, there's a little bit of, I don't know if trepidation is the right word, but it's in order to rise above, in order to really answer these truer, higher callings that we have for ourselves, it's important to allow ourselves to aim higher, because 2021 can't just be about, thank God it's not 2020. At least it's not. It has to be more than that. And I do feel like our dreams speak to so much more than that. And again, we're creating the positive change in the world that exists alongside everything else. And there's something so beautiful about realizing that. Every time somebody creates an uplifting video on YouTube or posts a beautiful work of art online, or just expresses something heartfelt that we resonate with, that's a positive ripple going out into the world. And so, as I continue to think about new ways to approach this channel and how I create within it and how I interact with all of you, I also would like to hold myself to my higher, knowing my higher visions, and just allow this year to continue to be pregnant with possibility. So, thank you for listening in, and I wish you all a satisfying journey forward with your own dreams and aspirations. I hope that this reading has been helpful. I hope that you continue to tune in and see what new things I create for this channel going forward. And bye for now.